I'm Fritz Nelson with Tom's Hardware, and this is Las Vegas, and this is CES, where we've been scouring the show floor for all the things of the Internet of Things and all the smart this and the smart that and the drones and the robots. And we're going to cover none of that because we're going to care about what you, Tom's Hardware readers, care about.
Today at CES, I had two favorite things. This is thing one. This is the side panel to the iBuyPower Revolt 2, which is a new gaming PC they made. They made this just for us, and they handed it to me at 9 o'clock this morning, and I carried it around for about 10 hours all over Las Vegas. So I have earned this, it's going on my wall. The other thing that I was especially impressed by so far is the Razer Blade Stealth Ultrabook and the accompanying Razer Core GPU dock. So basically what it is you have your basic Ultrabook, which is a really high-end machine, connected to this dock via a USB Type-C cable that's pumping Thunderbolt 3. What that means is you can have any GPU in that dock, and the Ultrabook will use the GPU so you can game whatever you need. The dock also has ports you can plug in keyboard and mouse, which means that you can just get home, plug in that one USB-C cable, it'll give you your power, your video, and everything from that Ultrabook, and then you have a de facto gaming PC, which is pretty cool.
The one thing that I think that everyone else is going to appreciate the most is EVGA has created a new water cooling system. They've gone from the hybrid cooling system where you have a radiator tied in permanently into your graphics card to having a modular system where they have quick disconnects and you can add extra components to it. It's almost like a full loop system, but you're still in the closed loop maintenance. So it's got graphics cards and a CPU cooler, and then you can have your selection of different size radiators, and not to mention it's a lot easier to install because you're not fighting with the radiator. So I think everyone's going to be really excited about that.
So Silverstone showed off a new case, this time for the Mini STX form factor. This is the first time a company actually showed off a component for the new form factor. As Rock told us earlier this week that they were actually making a motherboard and a full system for Mini STX, but we actually didn't see it in person. Mini STX form factor was created by Intel, and it measures 5 by 5 and allows enthusiasts to actually change more components in the motherboard other than RAM and storage.
All right, hey folks, so today here at CES I saw something pretty crazy from Imagination Technologies. These are the guys who make the Power VR chips that are in a lot of mobile devices, like pretty much every Apple mobile device out there. But what I saw was a desktop product. They're calling it the Power VR Wizard, and in the test they showed me it just smoked an NVIDIA 980 Ti in a ray tracing demo. This card is like purpose built to be crazy good at ray tracing, but it is a passively cooled 10-watt card, which is kind of insane. They showed me some other demos with it running ray tracing in Unity, which was awesome. Took 4 cards to do that, all linked together. But they're hoping to amp up the power on these, shrink them down to tablet size, and maybe even get them into gaming consoles, get them into smartphones, and bring us all some awesome ray tracing goodness to our gaming.
Definitely the most compelling piece of networking news I found here at CES was the release of the Talon AD7200 by TP-Link. Talon AD7200 is a multi-band router with 4-stream technology. With this technology, it is able to provide 800 megabits per second on 2.4 gigahertz, 1733 megabits per second on 5 gigahertz. But the thing that sets apart the Talon is the fact that it has 802.11ad technology. And with this technology, it is able to provide 4.6 gigabits per second on the 60 gigahertz band. Theoretically, with these sorts of speeds, you can make yourself a cup of coffee while downloading an entire 4K movie.
One of the coolest new devices we've seen coming from CES from a number of different manufacturers is a graphics dock designed to be used with mobile devices. You can install desktop graphics cards into an enclosure to be used with a mobile device. Usually this is a laptop, in Razer's case an Ultrabook. Asus showed us their version of a graphics enclosure called the ROG XG2. Unlike other devices that are competing with it, this runs on PCI lanes via USB-C ports, and it's 2 different ports, each running 2 PCI lanes each, for a total of 4 PCI lanes. This is unlike other manufacturers because it's not using Thunderbolt. Asus explained to us that using Thunderbolt creates a somewhat of a latency, and it seems like having PCI lanes is a better way to go.
How does it open?
It opens like a taco.